Hello students, last time we have started halogen derivatives in which we have completed introduction, classification of halogen derivatives, nomenclature of halogen derivatives, then methods of preparation of alkyl halides and physical properties of halogen derivatives. Now we are going to see optical isomerism in halogen derivatives. In last year, we have seen what is meant by isomerism. The compounds having same molecular formula but different structural formula are called as isomers, and the phenomenon is known as isomerism. There are two types of isomerism. First is structural isomerism and second is stereoisomerism. In structural isomerism, there are 5 types. First is chain isomerism, second is position isomerism, third is functional isomerism, and fourth one is metamerism, and fifth one is tautomerism. And in case of stereoisomerism, there are 2 types. First is geometrical isomerism and second is optical isomerism. Now, in last year, we have seen what is meant by geometrical isomerism. Now we are going to see optical isomerism. First we are going to see some terms. First is ordinary light. The light rays having variable wavelength and which vibrates in all directions are called ordinary light. For example, bulb or tube lights, etc. Second, monochromatic light. The light rays having single wavelength, that is they are single colored, and which vibrates in all directions are called as monochromatic light. Here mono means single, chromo means color, that is single colored light is nothing but monochromatic light. Third, plane polarized light. The light rays having oscillation in one plane and perpendicular to the direction of propagation, or they are parallel to each other, are called plane polarized light. Now we are going to see how these plane polarized light are formed, that is formation of plane polarized light. When monochromatic light or ordinary light rays are passed through Nicol prism, it is converted into plane polarized light. Now following figure shows that these ordinary light rays have vibrations in all directions, but when it is passed through Nicol prism, it is converted into plane polarized light. Now these plane polarized light rays are perpendicular to the direction of propagation, or they are parallel to each other. Nicol prism is made up of calcite crystal. It is also known as polarimeter or polarizer. Now fourth point, we are going to see asymmetrical carbon atom or chiral carbon atom. The tetrahedral or sp3 hybridized carbon atom, which is bonded to 4 different atoms or groups, is called asymmetric carbon atom. Now here following figure shows that the carbon atom is attached to W, X, Y and Z atoms. That is all 4 atoms are different, therefore it is chiral or asymmetric carbon atom. Example of this is 2-chlorobutane. In 2-chlorobutane, the carbon atom is bonded to 1 chlorine atom, 1 hydrogen atom, 1 CH3 group and 1 CH2CH3 group. Therefore, 2-chlorobutane is optically active substance. The compounds which contain unsymmetric carbon atom is optically active substance. Optical activity. The property of substance to rotate plane of plane polarized light either towards right or towards left is called optical activity. Now we are going to see optically active substance. The substance which rotate plane of plane polarized light either to right or to left is called optically active substance. Optically inactive substance. The substance which do not rotate plane of plane polarized light is called as optically inactive substance. Now 8th point, optical isomerism. Now According to definition of isomerism, we can say that the compounds having same molecular formula, same structural formula, but they show different rotation of plane polarized light are called as optical isomers. Here the definition is the stereoisomerism in which the isomers have different spatial arrangements of groups or atoms around a symmetric carbon atom is called optical isomerism. Now there are two types of optical isomers. First is dextroisomer or dextrorotatory substance. The substance which rotate plane polarized light in clockwise direction or in right hand side is called dextrorotatory substance. Dextroisomer is represented as D or positive isomer. For example, plus 2-chlorobutane or D2-chlorobutane. The following figure shows that when ordinary light is passed through Nicol prism, it is converted into plane polarized light. And when this plane polarized light is passed through dextrorotatory substance, it is converted into, or it is vibrates or rotate in right hand side or in clockwise direction. Now Leo isomer or Leo rotatory substance. The substance which rotate plane polarized light in anti-clockwise direction or in left hand side is called Leo rotatory substance. Leo isomer is represented as negative or L isomer. For example, negative 2-chlorobutane or L2-chlorobutane. Now following figure shows that ordinary light is passed through Nicol prism. Then it is converted into plane polarized light. And when this plane polarized light is passed through optically active substance, then either it rotates the plane polarized light in clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction. If it rotates in clockwise direction, then it is dextrorotatory substance. And if it rotates in anti-clockwise direction, then it is Leo rotatory substance. 9 number, enantiomers. Now these two optical isomers, which are non-superimposable mirror images of each other, are called enantiomers. Now what is meant by non-superimposable mirror images? Now if we put one hand upon or right hand on the left hand, then we see that all these fingers are, or they do not match to each other. This is non-superimposable mirror images. Now here the example is 2-chlorobutane. First isomer is dextroisomer and second is Leo isomer. And if we put a mirror in between these two structures, then these two structures are non-superimposable mirror image. That is, if we put one structure on second structure, then we see that all these groups or atoms do not come close to each other, or they comes, or similar atoms or groups goes away from each other or from their opposite side. These are called as enantiomer. That is, the enantiomer are the optical isomers which are non-superimposable mirror images of each other. The figure shows that mirror images of 2-chlorobutane. This is three-dimensional structure. Then 10 number, racemic mixture. The equimolecular mixture of dextro and Leo isomer is called as racemic mixture. That is, if we mix the 50% of dextro isomer into 50% of Leo isomer, the mixture obtained is called as racemic mixture. For example, equal mixture of D2-chlorobutane and L2-chlorobutane is called as racemic mixture of 2-chlorobutane. Racemic mixture is optically inactive. Why this is optically inactive? Because the optical rotation of D2-chlorobutane is vanished by optical rotation of L2-chlorobutane. Therefore, racemic mixture is optically inactive. And this racemic mixture is represented as Dl2-chlorobutane or plus minus 2-chlorobutane. Racemic mixture is optically inactive substance. Now we are going to discuss optical activity of 2-chlorobutane. The structure of 2-chlorobutane is given below. The middle carbon atom is bonded to, or tetrahedral carbon atom is bonded to chlorine, hydrogen, methyl group and ethyl group. In 2-chlorobutane there is one asymmetric carbon atom or a chiral carbon atom which is bonded to methyl group, second ethyl group, third chlorine atom and fourth hydrogen atom. Thus 2-chlorobutane is optically active substance which rotates plane of plane polarized light. There are two optical isomers of 2-chlorobutane. First is dextro 2-chlorobutane which rotates plane of plane polarized light to right hand side or in clockwise direction. And second is Leo 2-chlorobutane which rotates plane of plane polarized light to left hand side or in anti-clockwise direction. These two isomers of 2-chlorobutane are enantiomers of each other. That is, these isomers are non-superimposable mirror images of each other. In following figure, the mirror images of D2-chlorobutane and L2-chlorobutane is shown. Now, racemic mixture. The equimolecular mixture of these two isomers is called racemic mixture, that is Dl2-chlorobutane. Racemic mixture is optically inactive due to external compensation. Representation of configuration of molecules. Two representations are used to represent configuration of a symmetric carbon atom and the three-dimensional structure of optical isomers on plain paper. These are Wedge formula and Fischer projection formula, or it is also called cross formula. This Fischer projection formula we have seen in last year in 11th standard. Now we are going to see wedge formula. When a tetrahedral carbon is imagined to be present in the plane of paper, all the four bonds at this carbon cannot lie in the same plane. The bonds in the plane of paper are represented by normal lines. The bonds projecting above the plane of paper are represented by solid wedges or simply by bold lines, while bonds going below the plane of paper are represented by broken wedges or simply by broken lines. For example, following figure shows. Here carbon atom is a symmetric carbon atom which is bonded to bromine, iodine, hydrogen and chlorine. The Ci bond is below the plane, therefore it is shown by dotted line or broken lines. The CBr bond is in the plane, which is shown by solid line. The Cl bond is also in the plane, which is shown by a simple line, and CH bond is above the plane, which is shown by solid wedges or bold lines. Now we are going to see Fischer projection formula, or it is also called cross formula. In this representation, a three-dimensional molecule is projected on a paper. A Fischer projection formula can be drawn by visualizing the molecule with its main carbon chain vertical. Each carbon on the vertical chain is represented by a cross. The convention is that the horizontal lines of the cross represents bonds projecting up from the carbon, and vertical lines represents bonds going below the carbon. For example, in figure, the Fischer projection formula of the compound is given. The carbon atom is bonded to chlorine, iodine, bromine and hydrogen. Therefore, this carbon atom is a symmetric carbon atom, and convention of vertical and horizontal line is shown in next figure. The carbon is bonded to chlorine and hydrogen by dotted line, while this carbon is bonded to iodine and bromine by solid line. The Ci and Cbr bond is above the plane, while CCl and CH bond are below the plane. Now homework for you. First question, define optical activity. Discuss the optical activity of 2-chlorobutane. Question number 2, is lactic acid is optically active compound? Draw the structures of enantiomers of lactic acid. Question number 3, define the following terms with example. First, racemic mixture. Second, enantiomers. Third, plain polarized light. 4 number, optically active substance. 5 number, dextrorotatory substance. 6, levorotatory substance. And 7, optical isomers. Thank you.